One of the great environmental success stories in Texas started in the 1970s, not too far from where I'm standing. What began as a modest cause blossomed into an entire movement with dedicated followers, both young and old. Take a look. More than 3 decades ago, Half Price Books came up with a novel approach to the old neighborhood bookstore.
Half Price Books was founded by a couple of hippies that believed that, books should fill our lives, not our land, and that books can have and should have more than one readers.
Founders Ken Jimry and Pat Anderson created the store as a way to ensure no good book went to waste.
They took books from their personal libraries and basically recycled them and started selling them at the bookstore.
The first store opened in Dallas in 1972. Today, the company is recycling and reselling books, movies, and music in 100 stores in 16 different cities.
If you've enjoyed a book, then you bring it into Half Price Books and we'll make your cash offer.
The concept behind Half Price Books actually turned the page on traditional store credit. The founders believed nothing would generate supply like the demand for cold, hard cash.
It was easier, it was simpler. This way people can do what they want with the money, because if we offered some sort of trade or credit, then they'd have to come back and use it in the store. And he didn't want to limit anyone like that. If you have books to sell, we'll give you cash, and you can take and use the money for gas money or anything you need.
That concept has paid off. 70% of the store's merchandise is used, bought back from the public. The rest is overstock from publishers. And whether it's a bestseller or an old classic, almost everything is half the publisher's price or less.
Part of the mission of the company was to be affordable reading.
And Half Price Books adheres strongly to the philosophy that no book should be thrown away.
And books that we can't sell, we will give away. So we donate to nonprofits all over the world. I think our books have gone to every continent in the world.
Good luck, friends. Good luck, everybody.
In North Texas, Half Price Books operates a donation storefront, a free bookstore of sorts for nonprofit and educational organizations. Instead of trashing excess inventory, every Saturday, the company allows those with nonprofit or educational status to fill 2 boxes with all the knowledge their arms can carry. The statewide coalition, Literacy Texas, is one of the donation recipients that understands the value of free books.
It's really important for these books to get out into the community. And if you really look at the research, it really validates that the size of a home library really is equated to the education level attainment. There's an equation: if there's a large library, then they do better in school. If it's a very small library or no books, they really don't do as well as school.
However, there are a few books that just won't sell, even at a rock-bottom price.
We want to say that we try to find homes for all of them, and some of them, that old algebra book that you've had, there isn't a home for it, and there's even in a third world country, there's no home for it.
But the company has found a home for millions more. Half Price Books recycles 16 million books every year.
We want to get the more books in more people's lives because it enriches it.
Employees of Half Price Books believe the need for recycled books is greater than ever.
I think we owe it to the environment. I think we owe it to our world. I think we owe it to our kids.
In the past 40 years, the world consumption of paper has increased a staggering 400%. Although more trees are being planted than cut down, it's estimated that tree farms contain 90 to 95% fewer species than the forest that preceded it.
We don't expect them to change their habits overnight. We want them to just recognize little things that they can do to help the environment and to help, make it a little bit nicer place to live. Right now we have tornadoes and volcanoes, and the whole world is changing and moving around. Anything that we can do to help make it a little bit more stable, we ought to.
Half Price Books is certainly doing its part to create a better environment. More than 3 decades after the first store opened, the company continues to spread the word of 5 simple things that shouldn't be wasted: paper, knowledge, words, time, and money.
Coming up later, we'll take you inside the Arlington plant and learn how General Motors is out to become a driving force behind a greener automotive environment. But first, journey into an enchanted forest where Texas school children are experiencing the great outdoors like never before.